What is up, guys? My name is Brooklyn, and yeah, I know. Haven't uploaded for quite a while. I did post a drum part for my drumming for the song Tearing for my band Nameless, but that was a very short clip. But yeah, again, reasoning of why I not posted, you might know. I had no ideas, but today I kind of have an interesting topic on my mind. This lighting sucks so bad, but I will work with it. So let me. Blue and red doesn't match really. That's better. So the topic what I want to talk about, guys, is Saw. In particular about Saw, what I want to talk about is a scene where I just want to, I don't know, explain or maybe tell you what could have happened. And the scene what I'm talking about is not the Jigsaw movie, but the one before that. I think it was the seventh movie. I think before the Jigsaw. If you guys cannot remember, Hoffman is is found being Jigsaw, Jigsaw, and he kills people in the building and stuff, and he goes to the shack, I think it was, and he burns down everything. When you guys remember the scene, he comes out and he's attacked by three masked pigs attacking him. So it could be the people he works with, but yeah, you would say that because one of them is the doctor from the first movie, where we found out, he actually helped John Kramer and stuff. But that's not the particular thing I want to talk about. There was other two more people. In my mind, I'm like, so, who's the other two pigmen? Because I had an idea who two of them could be. And, by the way, if ever or anything what I say on this video I'm wrong, please actually correct me, because I'm going to talk about people who haven't died by the traps, because there's a reason why I want to say this. And so let's talk about who could be the other two pigmen, because to me I think this is a very fascinating question into particular of my case. So let's talk about a character what I have heard of a theory of who can be alive still, but no one really has proof he is alive. I think it was in the seventh movie, the one what we are talking about right now. We go back to the scene when Hoffman is chained into the bathroom in the first movie where it takes place for the whole movie. I think it was that scene in that movie, the seventh one, where we see Adam's body or skeleton being still there and the chain on his ankle. Someone, and I can't even remember the guy's name, but I'm gonna say this out there. I didn't know about this. This guy who I looked at did talk about what he saw. And if you guys pause it, if I'm correct, it's the seventh movie, you will see the chain is on and actually the other ankle of Adam. And you can go back to the first one and see which ankle it was, and then in the seventh one, I believe it's on the other ankle. And again, I'm gonna shout out this person. I don't know his name. I do not remember. But this was his theory. I'm gonna just nitpick it a little bit. I'm not taking his theory, but I'm saying it. So he thought, well, why would the other chain? Well, why is his other ankle chained? So to me, I was like, well, it could be, by an accident what they forgot, but you can say this to me and them, well, they could go back to the first movie and just, look at which ankle it was. But to me, I don't know if it was meant to do that. I don't know if they wanted us to pause the TV and see, hey, that's not the ankle he had it on. And this person who had the theory said Adam could be alive, actually, because even though we don't have proof, we don't have evidence, we do have known one thing. Someone has still taken the pictures for the victims for John Kramer and stuff. So yes, that's that. And what was Adam for? He did pictures and stuff. But let's not add that to that. Let's think about this. If Adam was alive, what can it tell us? Yes, was he probably working with John Kramer? Probably, but there's nothing to prove he's alive. And in my mind, I think it was just by an accident mistake they put it on the other ankle. What made this guy think Adam could be alive. But here's the thing. Let's think if Adam did survive. Let's just say Adam was still there when John woke up and, game over, shuts the door. Maybe after he was done with the doctor, he went back and unlocked the chain for Adam. Thinking Adam has, behaved, learned his lesson? He does want them to realize what they have done wrong. So yeah, sure, has learned his lesson and still hasn't, killed him for multiple reasons. And now Adam just works for John Kramer taking the pictures. Okay, that is possible of Adam being alive. We don't have proof, but someone did say, again, the same person who had this theory of mine of Adam and this topic, we had another character in the first movie where they did mention, I think once or twice, I don't know. He was a cop, and he was the black cop what actually wanted Adam to follow the other person, the doctor. Gordon, I think is his name. Gordon, I think, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong in the below. But the black guy, sorry, the detective wanted Adam to follow and take pictures of Gordon to, do things because he thought Gordon was, I think it was like the killer, I think it was, what he said. And he thought, actually, this person with this theory thought the guy who's actually chained is the detective. And it could make sense because we never really knew if he was alive, so around the second one or third one, you know what I mean, the other movies, and we don't know if he died. So it could be just the detective chained, and that's what they did. Maybe Adam helped the John get the detective and killed him and wore the same shirt to make it look like, oh, I'm dead. So yeah, that could be a possibility. So that could be one of the pigmen. And I do believe it could be actually Adam. Because it does make sense. Yes, the detective was missing, or he could just be still alive, but we don't know. And he is alive still, without no knowing. And then the other one, what I'm gonna say, is the only one too I could think of at the time, was Jigsaw's, the brand newest movie, The Killer. Not John Kramer, the other guy, the creepy mofo. I do not remember his name. I will look it up, and will tell you on the below. I will. And that's another person who we know who's actually alive. So, now this is a little bit different than Adam, because we have proof this guy is actually alive by John actually saving his life because he thought he doesn't deserve to be punished or sentenced like this by actually switching up the brain scans of John's to another person. So, we do know he did take John's part, and the movie when in the Jigsaw, it was the first game going to present day when he was actually doing John's job. Can I say that? Yeah. He was being John. And, by the way, I love the movie, by the way. I love it. And he's the other person I could think of. Hey, he could be in the mask too on that scene. But then that's the thing I was thinking. So if Adam did survive, and he's one of the pig men, or pig guys in the scene, even though I'm right or wrong, the other guy actually has proof of being alive and being actually, saved. Rather, Adam. I'm gonna say I truly believe actually Adam did survive. I do believe his theory by many of cases, even though we don't have proof of Adam is dead or he's alive. But to me, it does make sense who's the only two people who is alive. One was the killer in the Brenner's movie, and the other one was a victim. So, to me, that's the only two people, and there was other two people in the scene who were wearing pig masks, but then that's the thing we need to think about. The first movie was with Adam. That was the first time. But that's not true. As the Jigsaw has told us, the movie, that was not the first time when he has done it. He has done it even before that. So that means then, and it does make sense. Does it? Wait. So Jigsaw in the first one, no, the brand newest one, he gets him out of the building and helps him. Yeah, that does make sense. Sorry, I was thinking because it's weird because in the movie it makes it so weird. So yeah, so it goes Jigsaw, then the first Saw, because we needed to remember. Well, hey, look, Hoffman was in the first one. We didn't find out until, I don't know, the third or fourth? I don't know. And, the other chick, or the other helper, my God, I'm bad with names. But what I'm saying is, in the first movie, Jigsaw, we do see he had one accomplice. Then in the Saw, he had two others. Hoffman and, oh my God, what's her name? I know you're yelling at me. So, it does make sense if Adam is one of the pigmen, and the other guy who was in Jigsaw, who is the killer, could be too, because that is present time. Yeah, that actually would work, because John is dead in the Jigsaw, and they say it has been 10 years after his death. He dies in I think the second one. No, he was sick in the second one. I think it's the third or fourth he dies. And to me, I kind of enjoy it. Kind of. But that's the time I have. Think, or write down below, do you think it could be possible if Adam was alive and he is just the other pigmen in the 7th movie, and God damn, I can't remember the guy's name. The other killer in Jigsaw. The modded killer. So yes. Write down to you guys below if you think it could be possible. I truly do believe that could be, because there's two pigmen who helps Gordon, and there's two pigmen who holds a Hoffman, and those are the only two people who is alive. Well, one we can't prove, and the other we can prove. So, write down below, guys, if you think this theory is possible, and it's real, and that's who is in the mask, who's holding Hoffman. I love talking about Saw. I love it. Hope you guys enjoy, and always, have a nice day.